Okay. Let me get yes this on. Okay. What else I gotta do? I gotta do this. Let me go to YouTube real quick. Why can't I change this? No. Why is this not working? Oh, it's on private. Why is this private? How do I make this public? Why? Oh, here it is. Public. There we go. I thought there's a way to make okay, Droggles. Just for now, I'm turning it off. Let's do this. Oh, I see. There. Anyways, it's emo only because I'll be talking first, and then yeah. Hold on. Just do something on the side real quick. Oh my god, I need a third party for that. Okay, you know what? Let me just go to Streamlabs real quick. Give me one moment. Go to chat box. And then where is YouTube? Where's my account actually? Account settings. Shared access, no. No, I don't even know. I don't even know. Anyways, hi everyone. So if you couldn't tell, I'm not playing a game today. I got no music in the background, and I got no goose. I was gonna do face cam, but I don't think I was ready for that. So what happened? So that's what the stream's for. I was still debating whether I should do this, but yeah. So so I have emo only for now. So you guys can just do that, except for YouTube chat. Also hi Matt. So yeah, just let me speak and then I'll get to it. You know what? Fine. I'm just not going to show the chat box. There we go. Bam. Okay, so I guess I can give you some context. As actually, for those who don't know, if you weren't at the 12-hour stream, I took a shot of vinegar on stream, and then went to the hospital right after, because I kind of burnt my throat and my lungs. So why did I do it? Because back in 10th grade, we had this experiment where we had to test different pHs, and one of them was vinegar. Now, it was the only time I've ever had vinegar, because I guess in my diet, I don't use vinegar. So that was my first and only experience of vinegar. And the experience went fine. I drank all the vinegar, not knowing that my teacher diluted it. Now, obviously, I now see why she diluted it. It's because, this would have happened. But yeah, that was my only experience with vinegar, and I thought I would have been fine. Obviously, I was not. It ended me up in the hospital, so that was fun. And then now we go to Saturday at around 1 p.m. when I decided to take a shot of vinegar. So I always overthink things. So when I'm gonna skip forward a little bit because it needs some context. When I finally spoke with my parents about this whole situation, it's funny that they brought up that in my 21 years, I have never once done something stupid. Because I always overthink things. I always think what happens before, what happens during, and what happens after doing something like an action. Well, I now know why I never did stupid things growing up. That was usually my cousins or my brother, because I planned what I was gonna do. But this time is like probably the only time in my 21 years I have never looked into the future. I knew what I was getting into. I didn't have the full knowledge of vinegar, and I didn't even bother looking up the pH of vinegar. I think that would have easily made me not drink it. But basic things like that, I would usually search up, but I don't know why I didn't this time. It would have also been helpful knowing the consequences of it, because right after I took the shot is when I looked it up, and I first answer the Google AI said immediately go to the hospital. So that would have been an instant no to the shot if I knew about that. So once I took the shots, obviously I couldn't breathe for a bit, and I almost called 911. And I was like, when I went off cam, I was pacing around the kitchen and living room trying to breathe. Eventually, I did catch my breath, and then immediately called my mom so she can call a nurse, because someone in our family is a nurse, and she recommended that we go to a hospital immediately. So that's when I came back onto stream and told you like everything. Like I had to leave. I know it sucks that I'll have to end this 12-hour stream, but my health was more important than streaming. I think like another 7 hours I got to do, because I closed stream at 5-hour mark. But technically I only did 4. The last hour was me suffering, either not being able to breathe or like watching YouTube videos because I was eating lunch. So, yeah, so right after stream, I immediately packed my things to head to the hospital. And once I got there, I thought they'd treat this like a serious situation. But when I got to the front desk, the lady was like, all right, so what are you in here for? And I told her I took a shot of vinegar. And she looked at me and was like, you did what? I was like, yeah, I took a shot of vinegar and might have accidentally burnt my lungs and throats. So I want to show up here to like check out, like, hey, did I do any serious damage? I can tell she was like, what is this kid stupid? Yes, yeah, in that moment I was stupid. So I filled up some paperwork, waited for my turn. Some girl came in after me. I'm assuming she cut her finger off. That was interesting. They took her in first because, that's more of an emergency type thing. And then a secondary nurse came up to me to like check my vitals. And I guess he read the information as to like why I was there. And again, he was still like, why'd you take a shot of vinegar? And he at first thought, is this some stupid TikTok challenge that is popping up now? And I am so glad to say this is not a TikTok challenge. This is just a Yoltronz stupid moment. I obviously I didn't want to say, oh yeah, I had this incentive on stream where if I hit it, I drink a shot of vinegar. I was not going to say that. I just said, oh, I was just curious as to like if I want to take a shot of vinegar again. And then he said, like, what makes you think that? Like, what makes someone think of drinking a shot of vinegar? And I told him like the story about back in 10th grade. And then he was like, oh, so he took my vitals, oxygen levels were fine. So my lungs weren't severely bad if my oxygen levels are fine. Then my mom came in like 40 minutes later, like so relieved that I'm okay. And then the actual doctor came in. Again, he was so curious. Why did I take a shot of vinegar? And I basically told everyone in that building why I took a shot of vinegar. They were more interested in me drinking vinegar than the girl right before me cutting her finger off. It was so funny, but you know, at least they were curious. So he checked the back of my throat. It was severely burnt. When I got home, I took a flashlight into the mirror just to see like what it looked like. Yeah, I did a bit of damage. I can see like on my tongue and the back of the throat, I can see every like coated area that the vinegar touched. So it was that noticeable. And then the doctor checked my lungs. My lungs seemed good. Luckily, I didn't get any vinegar in my lungs, or else that would have been a whole other emergency room type thing, because I would have been burning my lungs and I couldn't get it out. So he just prescribed me some like stuff. I don't know what it was, but it was like a thick mixture of like, it's something that coats your throat and numbing cream or whatever it was. And I don't know how many of you guys been curious in your life, but you know that Elmer's glue you use to like do stuff like arts and crafts in elementary? Well, the stuff they gave me looked like it, smelled like it, and tasted like it. And I asked the nurse, is this just Elmer's glue? And then she was like, how would you know what Elmer's glue tastes like? And I was like, if you know, you know. So for all I know, they could have just gone into the office, didn't find like any medicine. So they went into one of the drawers, found some glue, put it in a cup and called it a day. Like, I know they didn't, but it's kind of funny that it tasted like glue. But they also put numbing medicine in it. Now, as bad as me literally suffocating, I feel like that medicine was 10 times worse, because anything that like thick slurry touched numbed almost instantly. So everything from the tip of my lips from drinking the medicine to all the way down my esophagus was numbed. If you have ever experienced like a severe allergic reaction, you know that feeling when your throat tightens up. I couldn't feel my throat. I couldn't feel myself swallowing. It was hard to breathe, and it didn't help that, you know, I was panicking because I've never felt this experience before, not knowing if I'm breathing and not knowing if I'm swallowing. So, you know, that kind of sucked. And it lasted an hour. That was awful. So yeah. So in that hour, I started panicking. Now, my mom, or I was telling my mom, like, it's getting hard to breathe. Like, what's going on? Apparently, nothing was wrong. She later explained that's what a panic attack is. Now, I have never had a panic attack, and I don't know what anxiety feels like, or if I've had anxiety, I don't know what it is. So I think, like, once she explained it, I now know what anxiety feels like, because I've never had a panic attack, and I never feel anxiety. So I mean, hey, something good came out of it. I now know what anxiety feels like. It sucks. I don't get how people live with that every single day. If my brother's off meds, he also gets anxiety. So I don't know how people do it. Anxiety sucks. And yeah. So after the medicine wore away, I need to rewind a little bit. So after drinking the vinegar, I drank about like 4 of the 16-ounce water bottles over like a course of time, because like it was one burning and I needed to dilute the vinegar so it doesn't burn a hole through my stomach. So now fast forward to the doctors. Right after I'm like done drinking that medicine, I think I just peed a gallon just straight. I made my kidneys go into overdrive. I have never felt my kidneys work so hard. So yeah, that was fun. I might have done kidney damage, but you know, that's future me's problem. And then I get back home to like where I am right now, pack all my things, and then head over to my parents' place where I find out that everyone in the family immediately like found out what happened. Now, I'm not the only one in my family that does stupid things. I've got brothers, or a brother, and I've got a cousin. Whenever they do stupid things, I never hear about it. But when the smart person in the family that never does stupid things, all of a sudden, like my what's it called? It's tertiary cousins. Like my, what would that be? The secondary? That would be my grandparents' cousins' grandchildren. Cousins I see like once in a lifetime. They found out what happened, which is crazy to think about. Anyways, so yeah, and my entire family found out that like within 30 minutes of it happening. So when I got home, I got calls, or more like my mom got calls, but I was with her, from like basically all branches of my family, wondering why did Yoltron drink vinegar? Like, again, I've never done anything stupid in my life, and then for all of a sudden for me to do it, now everyone's laughing. Now, obviously, I laughed with them because, you know, I did survive. But I find it so funny that drinking vinegar just basically united the entire family for like a single day. I love that. And then, oh yeah, and then the doctor prescribed more of the numbing medicine. I didn't take any. I'd rather suffer with burns at the back of my throat, like just the sensation, rather than not being able to swallow or breathe. See, I didn't take any of the numbing medication. I just pushed through it. I was also scared to eat things because after seeing the damage I did at the back of my throat, I didn't want to do anything. Gatorade and Capri Suns were my best friend because anything sugary and warm or like room temperature just felt so amazing. Cold peanut butter, oh my god, I have never loved cold peanut butter more than ever. Anything that coated the back of my throat felt amazing. The night I went to my parents' place, they had tacos. Luckily, they were soft, and the meat was nice and tender, so it just melted in your mouth, so it didn't irritate me. I didn't put onions. I didn't put lime. I put nothing. It was just meat and a tortilla to keep it as simple as possible. I avoided all acid and salty things like this entire weekend because I was afraid to eat it because I didn't know like how sensitive the back of my throat was or if I'd do any more damage. Because the more I thought about it, I realized why or what happened to my throat. I burned all the cells that produce mucus in the back of your throat, or my throat. And what those cells do is obviously produce mucus. And what's it called? The mucus is to like filter the air you breathe so no particles get to your lungs. So I was also worried about, you know, getting an infection or getting sick. And my mucus the last few days has been very, very watery. It's been awful. Luckily, I can feel it healing up because it's getting thicker throughout the days. But it's still bad. I'll live with it. It should be fully healed by the end of the week. I highly, highly doubt there's going to be permanent damage because your mucus cells do multiply pretty fast. So yeah, that's basically summarizing all of what happened Saturday. And then the next few days have just been me at my parents' place, really. Not much else related to my like vinegar situation. in the last 2 days. It's more just been me hanging out with my family. Oh, something did change. I got back into watching TV because I had a burns at the back of my throat and I was not taking the numbing medicine. I had to distract myself somehow. And after, let's see, 2020, after 4 years of not watching TV, I finally started watching TV just to keep my mind off it. I even went so far as to watching football games because anything was better than just sitting around being bored. So yeah. So I talked about before it. I talked my weekend, I guess now the future. So I might have developed, I don't know, it's still very soon to tell. I might still be in shock. But I might have developed some sort of PTSD or fear of vinegar. Because ever since, me suffocating, every single minute of every single day the last few days, I've just been I'm basically have a flashback constantly of me either choking or the taste of vinegar. I can't get it off my mind. Does it hurt to talk? No. I'm good now. I'm 1000% fine. That's why I'm streaming right now. But I was still wondering if I should do this stream because even talking about this, my hands are shaky a little bit. Again, I don't know if it's from shock or I have a fear of vinegar now. And I think I told my mom or my dad, like, in the future, if anyone like hands me vinegar for like a salad or something, I'm gonna just get flashbacks to like last Saturday. I don't know if it's bad or severe, but I really hope this fear of vinegar goes away because I just can't stop thinking about me choking and not being able to breathe and almost having to call 911. But it has only been 3 days since that incident. But yeah. Unfortunately, this means I will not be drinking bleach my next stream. I know everyone has been looking forward for me drinking more stupid things. Unfortunately, I will not be drinking bleach next time. I'm sorry. That's off the menu. So instead I'll be drinking warm water instead. Something that I never do. A shot of water. But yeah, I think that's about. I guess a few more things, at least on the Discord side. For those who didn't show up to the stream, I know you guys want to see the VOD. You guys will never see the VOD. I've deleted it off the internet. When I got home, I got on my PC expecting for me to go straight to the YouTube VOD and delete that section. But again, I was scared to look at the VOD, to like look where it happened. And I needed to play a few video games to like distract myself. And then I finally had the courage to go back into the VOD. I saw, I'd say, a quarter of the second of me choking and immediately closed YouTube because watching yourself gasp for air on stream just did not feel right. So I drank the vinegar at around 1:30. I cut everything from I think 12:30 to the end of stream. So I cut about an hour and a half off stream. And I don't want anyone to see that again. And if you were there, I am so sorry if I might have scared you or traumatized you or something. It's none of your fault. It was my stupidity that caused it. But no one will ever see that footage. I forgot to delete the Twitch. I'm fully deleting Twitch VOD. The YouTube VOD, I'm only keeping the gaming stuff. And I know some of you guys jokingly see, "Oh, can I see the VOD? I wasn't there." No, I don't want anyone seeing that ever again. I want that to get past me. I also didn't show anyone specifically because I didn't want anyone clipping it or recording it and then sharing it. Because, yeah, that was a pretty scary moment. having to think about calling 911, not for someone else, but for yourself. So I don't want to get reminded of that again. I don't mind talking about it, but I don't want to ever see it or hear it again. So no, the VOD will not be going up ever. The gaming part of it, I am gonna post it. It's currently being edited right now, but the actual part where I drink the vinegar, you will never see that ever again. And luckily, no one clipped that. Thank you. You guys have some respect for me. None of you guys actually clipped it. So thank you. But yeah, if you weren't there for the moment, you will never see it. And don't try, I don't know, other ways on the internet to find it. Just don't. For my sake, just don't try finding it. If somehow, some way, it's somehow still on the internet, which I highly doubt it is now. Yeah. I think that's it. I feel slightly better talking about it. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I don't know if I was comfortable doing this stream, but I think it kind of helped. As for why it's emo only, it's because I wanted a chance to speak first. Now, I didn't account for VIPs. I thought so. I looked up if mods can type and emo only they can. I didn't think VIPs could type, but oh well. At least I'm done yapping. And then YouTube, I haven't looked at YouTube. I haven't been looking at chat at all. I just been talking. But yeah, the title of the stream is what I'm trying to aim for. I was trying to be serious for once. That's why I have no goose. That's why I have no music. That's why I have nothing in the background. It's just me talking. Anyways, I can turn off emo only now. Bam. Bam. I don't know why YouTube isn't letting me do emo only. But yeah. Also, I tried turning off ads, but apparently you guys still get ads. Where's emo only? Where is it? Emo only. There we go. Why is this scroll thing so far? All right, let me re-add all my mods because I just deleted everyone except for YesBus. YesBus is the most respectable mod out there. Oh, I did not mean to click that. Do that. Have any other mods? Lucky, Musician, Rosa, Sig, YesBus. Okay, I think I got all my mods, right? Yeah. I'll remove you from VIP. You're never around here. I'm also do this now. You're fine. Okay, yeah, that should be all my VIPs. All right. Any questions? Freedom of speech. Okay. On your phone and the title didn't show up to do emotes. Oh, that's fine, Emerald. That is fine. I didn't think VIPs could talk, but now you guys can talk. Now I can bring up my goose. Serious time over. Well, mostly over. Over enough. There we go. Hi. I can show chat now. Hi. All right, there he goes. We're back to normal streaming. Let's avoid mentioning this. You guys can talk about it like for the next few days. I don't mind. There's no reason to bring this up in like 6 months. Like, all of you guys are here already. None of you guys are going to be talking about this in 6 months. Got Twitch on Saturday. I'm the cousin that comes every Sunday. Oh, hi, chicken guy. Welcome to the stream. Were you just trying to keep from anyone talking at all? Yes, temporarily. That's why I removed your mod musician, because mods bypass emo only. I didn't know they also bypassed, or VIPs also bypassed it. Where about you? Oh yeah, there's other few things I forgot to mention. You know, it's kind of messed up. More of you guys asked about the VOD than asked if I was okay. What's up with that? So many of you guys wanted to see me suffer more than asking me if I was okay. Like, why? Can I get the VOD? Mario, I already deleted it. It's gone. There is no VOD anymore. And then, of all people, Beast was constantly checking up on me. It wasn't just a one-time thing. Like, I don't think, like, respectfully, I didn't think Beast really cared about anyone online. Maybe Sig. But yeah, for him to check on me multiple times was very surprising. That was the last person I was expecting to come into my stream and check up on me. Oh, yeah, also need to look at YouTube chat because I'm not seeing anything. Hi, Strike. Welcome to stream. I haven't been looking at your streams in a while. I've been editing and trying to catch up on YouTube. Ooh, nice. Well, today was just me talking. Hi, Gretchen. What happened? If you want to know what happened, just wait for the YouTube VOD to go up, and then just rewatch all this. The last, let's see, 30 minutes have been explaining what happened on Saturday. Haven't been coming because of school. Well, again, when this is all over, just rewatch the VOD because it took 30 minutes for me to explain. So yeah. Let's see. I need to scroll up. You're just a baby? All right, Mario, take a shot of vinegar. Call me when you're at the hospital. There's no VOD in Basing. What? So sure, what was that? I told Beast about it. He was offended that you didn't tell him. That's funny. He has more time to sec on people? Yeah. Happened to Mario? Mario died. Hi, Frost. What do you miss? A lot. Almost dies. Acts like a... Mario, it was. Again, I had to almost call 911 because I wasn't breathing. Of course it's a big deal, Mario. I've never not breathed in my life. You were in the living room trying to catch your breath and you had to go to the hospital? Yeah, I had to go to the hospital. You almost died? I'd say if from a scale of 1 to 10, if 10 means I died and had to be revived, I'd say it's an 8, maybe a 9. I'd say an 8. Grow pair. Okay, Mario. Mine's bigger than yours anyway. I've seen it. Do I have my editor back now? You never had editor. I don't think so. Have you not watched Avatar? I have not. Most won't Avatar online. It's unfortunate. Yeah. Can you hit the Quan for me? What the hell is the Quan? What happened? I almost zoned out. Drink vinegar and got sent to the hospital. L plus ratio, just get better at living and breathing. You know, that's fair. For 3 years? Oh, well, you never did anything with musician. You're not an editor. You don't need access to my VODs. You're dumber than me. All right, Mario. Tell that to me when you need help with chemistry. I won't show up. I had peanut allergy and my face was purple. My mom was screaming. I'd cry because my mom, I had to go to the emergency room, and that's when my parents learned your peanut allergies. Originally, my mom thought me not being able to breathe was a vinegar allergy. That's why we went to the hospital. But apparently it wasn't a vinegar allergy. It was just, you know, acetic acid burning my lungs. Which, you know, is fair. You should definitely watch Avatar. Which one? I know there's a bajillion. When was the last time you asked for help? Earlier. You asked me to join VC because you had a question. Vinegar got nerfed in the new patch update. Oh my god, I should have just waited for that. I just did goose dust and the same thing happened to me. Okay. I had it because I would control ads, change titles and change or game categories, and when you did 12-hour streams along with other things. I still change the titles, musician. I don't remember you ever changing it. Avatar: The Last Airbender. I think I watched one of them. I don't know about the new one. Will you have access to professionals? Yeah, the only editor I have right now is YesBus. I only trust YesBus. Not for chem. Same thing. You accidentally unfollowed. Sure. Anyways, I guess while I was gone and not streaming and contemplating what I should do for stream, I decided that after Outer Wilds, and I finished that, I'm gonna change my streaming schedule because I now have too many games to play. And by the time I finish everything is in queue, it's gonna be like September of next year because you guys gifted me way too many games. So after Outer Wilds, I'm thinking about playing viewer submitted games more and taking away other streams. So I'm thinking Friday and Sunday will still be Beat Saber. Maybe Fridays might change, but for now it'll stay Beat Saber for consistency. Saturdays are still going to be whatever I want, but the weekdays, other than Friday, and also accounting for the days I have to take off because either school or other reasons, will be the days I play your games. So I'm gonna get through games much faster. And if you guys want me to, like, if you gift me a game now, you're not gonna have to wait till next year until I play it. It's gonna be more to like, I don't know, March, February. So I want to speed things up because, yeah, I got a lot of games I gotta play. We all love Yes Bus, exactly. You need Geometry Dash? If it'll load. Where it is. Okay, there it is. Bam. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me put this over here. I have Geometry Dash. I have streamed it before. I did 75 minutes of it. I am terrible. I don't know if you guys want to see me play Geometry Dash, just knowing my skill level. You almost had a peanut allergy when you ate peanuts M&M without knowing it was soft, creamy butter. Oh, no. Oh, no, your sleep schedule. I know, Swiffer, I'm sorry, but you're not getting sleep anymore. Telling Dime no Turdy was as we speak. I'm still going to play Terraria, Matteo. Relax. Also, this completely fricked your mod view because I had to set it up via editor view, not the mod view. Oh, well. Stellar next year, probably. Do Hotline Miami. What is that? They're not. We just said. Okay, Maddie. Look, nothing's official. I'm not done with Outer Wilds. I still got plenty to do in Outer Wilds. I think. I'm hoping. But yeah, I got more things to do because now I have Deltarune. Now I have Silksong. I gotta do Limbus Company. I gotta do Backrooms Bake. Oh, by the way, Emerald gifted me this. Not on stream. It was the day before stream. So Emerald, again, thank you. This was on one of my wish lists because I thought this game looked stupid, so I wanted to play it on stream one day. But I wasn't expecting it to get gifted to me. So again, Emerald, thank you. I will be playing this on stream. What else? I still gotta do Metal. This was gifted by Likes. What else was gifted to me that I haven't done? Oh, by the way, I have Borderlands 2 for those who were wondering the other day. What is this? Oh, I think this is a free game. What other things were gifted to me? I still need to do Downpour DLC. I gotta do Hi-Fi Rush. Binding of Isaac is my next game I'm playing. This one I know a lot of people are looking forward to. I think that I'm caught up. I'm caught up as of April. You should stream more. You're not gonna let you miss random games. Well, Matteo, are you retired or not? Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot. I have 241 more push-ups to do. I forgot to take that off. I'm not watching Silksong or Deltarune because I'm planning on playing. Oh yeah, long. It's gonna be a while before I do Silksong. I'm not doing Silksong and Deltarune. Like, I'm doing games in order. They were gifted to me. I'm not doing Silksong until like next spring. You have plenty of time, long. So don't worry. I'm gonna let everyone do their playthroughs first. I'm gonna still avoid spoilers. And by the time you guys have finished your playthrough, I will be starting mine. Goose, my sleep schedule requires me to lurk 30 minutes ago. That's funny. You gotta go see. All right, see a chicken guy. I'm excited you got Silk Song as well. Yeah, Lucky gave me this one. I was not expecting that. VC when? Maybe tomorrow. You're waiting to play Undertale. Ooh. I know I keep saying I gotta finish my Undertale playthrough. But yeah, I still got Genocide to do. I'm gonna make edits real quick. I have to make a birthday vid. Alright, see a strike. Let's do a multiplayer game. Well, I don't have wait, Matty, I have Peak. Let's just play Peak. I was enjoying myself playing Peak the other day. Me and Surfer were playing. It was very fun. I died to the he died to the fog. I died to fall damage. So yeah. Apparently we spent an hour and a half on our first run, and we got stuck at the third mountain. It was too hard. So yeah. Why did you disable awards? Oh yeah, I disabled everything, like all interactions just for this stream. But I can turn them on now that I'm not talking about some serious matter. Okay, so this was enabled, this was enabled, this was enabled. No, not that one. This one, this one, this one. Actually, no, I don't want.
GD_Lunk got here first.
Okay, all of them are enabled now, so if you refresh, you should see them again. Why is that so loud? Oh my god. What'd you miss? Voylock, you missed a lot. Where were you? I did like a whole presentation on like what the hell happened. Is there anything else I forgot to enable? I turned off a lot of things. I turned off coins, I turned off ads, most ads at least. I turned off emo only.
Yoltronz. Eat some damn water.
Eat water? I got you. Told us the meaning of life. Okay. Anything else I gotta say before I get off? Because this is not gonna be a gaming stream. This was just a yapping stream. Just like catch you all up on like what happened. Oh, another reason why I wanted to do this stream. What happens to the 12-hour stream? Because I did end like 8 hours early. I'm not counting the last hour because that was me, calling for help. I will continue it where I left off. Hopefully Saturday. I don't know my plans this week because I wasn't expecting to go to the hospital and staying over, but I'll figure it out. But I will continue it. As for the 241 push-ups I gotta do, there's no way I'm doing 241 in one stream. Now, when I first started the 12-hour stream, I was like, oh yeah, 180 push-ups, easy. I can do that in 12 hours. It took me 5 hours to do 30 push-ups. Let's do some math. So, 30 push-ups divided by 5 hours is 6 per hour. At this rate, we do 241 divided by 6. I'd be streaming for 40 hours straight. Yeah. Now, could I have been more efficient? Yes. But at a certain point, my arms will, fall off. So I think rather than saving it for 12-hour streams, I should just do these on stream. Like, it doesn't have to be a 12-hour stream. I'll just do them on stream. Like, I don't know, at the halfway point of every stream, I'll just do push-ups. Because, again, there's no way I'm doing 241 push-ups in 12 hours. I am not doing that. So, yeah. All I heard was you downed some vinegar and went to the hospital for neck burn. Oh, it was both my throat and my lungs. So that's why I went to the hospital. What are you listening to? Don't worry about it. Good night, RC Lung. Will it be a 12-hour stream or 7-hour stream? I will make it an 8-hour stream as a continuation of last one. But I still have other 12-hour streams I still owe you guys. So it's going to be its own separate stream. It's not going to count for the other ones. It's only going to count for the previous one I didn't finish. Now, I feel like that's fair because I did promise 12 hours of streaming. I just wasn't expecting to take a hospital trip in between. So, yeah. Do like 30 per stream? Yeah, I can do 30 per stream. So let's do this some math. 241 divided by 30. It's gonna take me about 8 streams to finish all my push-ups, which I feel like is fair. Because again, doing 100 per stream was unrealistic. Start every stream with 20. I could do that. Yeah, I can do 20 every single time. Why you drink vinegar? Oh yeah, all the nurses and the doctor were why did this guy drink vinegar of all things? Where there be a baking soda in? Okay, no, there not be baking soda in the 8-hour stream. There will be bleach though. I'm gonna dilute the bleach though. Actually, I got Tide Pods. Why? Let's bring back Tide Pods. Tide Pod challenge was a thing a while ago. I heard those kids are fine these days. Obviously, no one got hurt from them, so screw it. Let's do it. Tide Pod challenge 2025. I'm the only idiot in the, out of 8 billion people who'd still do the Tide Pod challenge. Do a vinegar baking. I'm not doing a shot of that. Dropping, give me 20 goose. I'm not doing 20 today. Start with 20, end with 10. I could do that too. Why is there bleach on there? Because. Fine, they're dead? Yeah, Frost, they're fine. How about you make chloroform on stream? I mean, I can show you guys how to make chloroform right now. Why not? Let's see. Images. All right. Open image. This is a great image to study if you guys want to make illegal substances. So, if you mix bleach and vinegar, you get chlorine gas. Bleach and ammonia-based powder. You can use liquid, but powder is more concentrated. You make chloramine vapors. That's also fun. Bleach and rubbing alcohol is chloroform. Hydrogen peroxide in vinegar is peracetic acid. What else? Acetone and styrofoam, you make napalm. If you... No, I can't say... I don't think I can say that one on stream. There's a lot of things you can do. At FBI. That's funny. Why am I recording? When did I start recording? Oh, 45 seconds ago. I didn't click anything. Why am I recording? Stop recording. Okay, OBS, what's wrong with you? Mustard gas is really easy. Yeah, make a volcano on I can make a volcano on stream. It's just I'd have to be home alone. I don't want my aunt and uncle seeing, because if I make a mess, they go crazy. They like keeping this house clean. It's a 4v2. I feel bad for these two people. Fun. Why not make a big take a big sip of sugar, super dangerous dihydrogen monoxide? That's a bit risky, Surfer. I would not recommend that. You screenshot it. May I clip it, Goose? Yeah, sure. Clip it, send it to the FBI. See what happens. There's not much else to say, really. I guess one last thing before I head off. I know I said this earlier, but I'm rewatching Arcane. That's what I was doing before stream. When I said I was going to be 10 minutes late, it's because I had 10 minutes left in the episode. So, yeah. Great show. Love it. Hi, Noah. Sorry, I haven't been looking at YouTube chat recently. Chug 1 liter of water. Yeah, no, that could potentially kill you. Too much water could damage your kidneys. And, kill your blood cells as well with too much water in your blood. So, yeah. This stream was longer than expected. Again, if you were late, just go watch the VOD of this stream to see, what happened. But, yeah. Thanks for stopping by. This was very helpful for me to, talk about it. And yeah, don't drink vinegar. I'm serious. Don't drink concentrated vinegar. Please dilute it. I now see why. I remember reading this on the stream when I went to go pick up the the apple cider vinegar. It said 1 teaspoon for 8 fluid ounces. Like, it needs to be severely diluted for it to be safe. And I just drink straight up vinegar. So, yeah, please don't do stupid things that end you up in the hospital like me. Actually do your research. And you know what you're doing tonight? Please, Draggles, don't. Like, seriously. Google said to dilute 1 to 2 teaspoons per. Yeah, you need to dilute vinegar a lot. And the fact that I took straight concentrated vinegar and survived is crazy. Now, obviously, to some people, they're like, it's just vinegar. Yeah, no. I don't think many people know what it feels like to have your lungs burning and you're gasping for air. So yeah, any acids or high pH substances, be very careful around them, please. It was not fun experiencing what I went through. I'm gonna drink a gallon of bleach. Okay. Don't eat salad. Do you dilute it for salad? Yes. Yes, I do. Salad's dangerous. You know, actually, if we were able to like break down cellulose, salads would be like several million calories because cellulose is just a bunch of glucose linked together in a certain way. But we don't have enzymes to break it. So if we were able to break down cellulose, we'd all be fat. Hi, Kieran. Sorry you're late. I'm ending stream. If you want to catch up like what happened this weekend, watch the YouTube VOD. Play Minecraft. I don't think I'm playing any more video games the rest of the night. I just need to like relax because it's been an interesting few days. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna raid. I'm just gonna end. Again, thanks for stopping by. And I will see you guys. What's today? Tuesday? I'll see you guys Thursday for Outer Wilds. May Benson smile upon you. All right. All right, see everyone. Back to normal schedule Thursday. Nothing happened. And yeah, bye.